Hey guys, it's Kim Brzelic here, and it's Pratt and Whitney part 25 maybe. I'm gonna put the saddle back on, the carriage, the saddle. It'll attach to the apron, and you know it's 8 screws. 10, a little at 12, you know, but there's a little more to it than just setting it up there and bolting it down. And I'm also going to go over my plans for my cross-slide lead screw, cross-slide power feed lead screw, and talk about that in a few minutes. And basically, just want to get some input from you all, from all of you. And I guess if you're from the south, it's you all, and if you're from the north or the, it's probably something different for the east. Maybe DJ can let me know what the eastern version would be. Y'all, you all. Let me give you an idea of what I'm looking at here. Okay, up to now, I've used my precision flat stones, and I stoned off this surface here. Let's see, look for shiny spots. This is the best way to see those. We got some high spots over here, had some high spots over here. Out here on the edge where expected, but not too bad. And the opposing edge here, got all these surfaces here and here. Doesn't seem like that much if I'm just pointing it out, but you know, it's tough to no, it's not tough. It's just, you can see I had a lot of dings over here, all the shiny spots. Everything else is pretty good. I got some shinies up here. Out here, this is the back. So yeah, these were one of those at Bar Z. I got them. We got them dated. I'll let you know who made those for me. He donated them to the Bar Z Festival raffle. I'm embarrassed. I don't know what it is right now. One-man machine shop or one-man machine. Just One Guy, Metalworks. He's pretty active in the community. I've seen him gift these out to other YouTubers, and he contacted me after I won these and mentioned that if it ever came a time where they would need resurfaced, that he would take care of that for me. But one way to, I'm thinking to resurface these is you can kind of resurface them. They kind of resurface themselves. You know, I would call this regular maintenance. And from the very first time I did put these two stones together and rubbed them to now, it's the tactile feel. Just, I mean, it hits me at an emotional level. I mean, it's just very satisfying. In this case, especially the coarse side. I can tell that the fine side needs a little conditioning. So I can condition the fine side with the coarse side, and then finish it up fine to fine. soak these down with WD-40. We'll clean up all the pores. But after that, you dry them off, and you don't want oil. You know, I've seen people oil this surface and put this down, and you don't want to do that. Apparently, you don't want to do that with precision flat stones. Okay to do that with just your regular stone, but apparently you're not supposed to have any oil on there. And so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of this shellac, and I'm going to spray this into a container and get a puddle of it together. And I'm going to use an artist's brush, and I'm going to paint this surface. Not this entire surface, but at least, you know, where this is contact, you know, to seal this up. So that's one preparation. The other preparation is we have two of these. Okay, and here's one of them that's already in place. Get rid of this can. And this is pulling the apron down to the bed. Let's get that in there for a handle. So you get the idea, I think. Tighten that up onto the bedways. Now, this one over here, when I first got this lathe, I only had one of these. This one was missing. And the first time I took this apron apart, I found one of these down in the abyss that had fallen through. So when I install this, I'm going to get it doesn't sit. This has a lot of mass down here to keep it from falling down. Here you got to be very careful. And what I'm going to do is get a piece of coat hanger wire, or maybe something thinner. And I'm going to run the wire through this hole and put an L on a bend on it, and maybe two of them, so that I can hold this up in place once the carriage is on there, and get these screws in place. And you do not want to drop this down inside, because I mean, from right here initially you could get it with a magnet, but if it works its way down to the bottom, there's just too many obstacles, and you're not going to get it out without removing the apron, and then removing the apron back. Okay, I guess that's enough talking. Okay, I'll get a little further along and bring you back. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the powered cross-feed lead screw. And this is a reaching out for advice. Okay, so here's the current screw. If you're wondering how I got this in there, I got my Jarno number 13 dead center in my spindle, and then my live center there. That's a MT3 AccuSize. So the details of this lead screw is we got the screw itself. We have this journal here. We have a keyway, keyway, keyway. And then we have a gear that covers this area here. Let me get it out. And this keys onto right here. Is that the only? Is there a key all the way through this thing? Okay, yeah, there's only a key on there's only a key on one end of this. Let me edit that. Okay, this is the edit, I guess. That came out pretty good. A little touch up right there. I need to do a second touch up. So I don't think I covered all this. I think I only took a picture of what I really wanted, the edited version of this information. This is low carbon. I think it's 10. Instead of cutting my workshop metals, instead of cutting my original lead screw, which I hate to do, I think this is 1008. It was sold as low carbon. So I'm thinking, you know, I got my new lead screw, cut that off to this length, and then manufacture this portion, and obviously this gear slides right off of there, and I need to shorten up the nut that I made, and this nut is it's bigger around here than it is here, so I can get rid of that little bit of taper that was in there. It really wasn't taper by the machine, it was heavier cut by the operator. So I guess my question is this metal appropriate for this section of my lead screw? And it was 1008, I think. There was more. Maybe that was it. Oh, another thing is somebody put me into, instead of having a threaded connection between my screw and my shaft, to use a pin. And then I was thinking, well, a pin would, you know, that's definitely an option. And maybe take it a step further and do a tapered pin, where I could have a tapered hole inside my screw, and then have a taper on the end of my shaft. And provided I could get those tapers right, I think it would sure guarantee alignment. But getting that taper right is the key, I guess. Okay. Okay, I got some shellac here. This is quick drying, but I'm not really worried about it drying, because it's gonna, I believe it's gonna tack up. Probably shouldn't have put a fresh brush so close to those holes. Oil needs to come up through the pipes to oil everything. I don't think it's necessary over here either. But we definitely want to get all these edges good. Like I said, this is going to dry before I can get it on there, but I'm going to do both surfaces. And I believe once they come in contact with each other, it'll be tacky enough to make the connection I'm looking for.
Well, the weather report, 14 to 27.
As long as you don't let it get, you know, super hard, I guess.
Yeah, the mornings there's a little bit of dew on everything, and
so I'm going to do a little oil around these holes.
Beautiful sunny day. There's a morning now.
Okay, of course I failed to have the camera on. So this is my first and second screw to pull this up on the V-ways. Grab my screwdriver. And keeping this one on the left here from falling through is let me see if I can get this one up a little better than that one. Tight, tight. Now, I need to remove one of these wires. And use the one to line up the other. That looks good. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can catch that thread. I believe we got it. I stuck that magnet right on that surface. I'll never get it off of there. Okay, that started. So let me tighten that up and see if I can hold that in position. No, I don't. I'm getting ready to lose both of them. Okay, it's got to come off because I dropped it. I'm going to have to figure out a better way to do this. Okay, I can retrieve it. Let me show you what happened. It fell down in here. So I never did have a hold of this one apparently. Okay. Let me fish this thing out here and be back. Okay, it wasn't without its struggles. And I'm counting on a little bit of tissue paper to disintegrate inside here, to be perfectly honest with you. So next we need to, they're going to tighten up, yeah. Very good. Next is the taper attachment slide. Now there's a half moon wedge that goes in here, and this shoves up against the V-way and locks it. I left that out after my first teardown. I set it aside, said I would be able to reinstall it at a later date. The later date is here, and I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to take my toolboxes apart and maybe empty them, reorganize them, with the underlying intention of finding. It's not essential, it's not crucial. I'm not using the cross slide. I can lock it well enough with the gibs, tightening up the gib screws. So, not that concerned about the workability of it, but I would like to have all my parts intact. And I would like for there not to be a piece of paper inside my apron, but, well, that's that. Well, I don't know, maybe for shits and giggles, let's get that number 13 Jarno out of my spindle. Can drive that out. Do I want it in there? No, we don't need it in there. Let me find my... I got a nice length of copper that's going to be good enough to knock that out of there. I got about an inch sticking out of there, and we want to have ways to catch that when it comes flying out. And I want to have some padding. And I want to have his hat ready for him when he comes out. So let me get a some kind of dead blow hammer. I don't want to mess around with the rubber head mallet. Tell you what, I got the perfect tool. Where's my camera stand at? There it is. This is my magnetic camera stand. Stands up here. It's my first four start threads, and it works as a good device to beat with also. So hopefully we can do this in one blow. And she is a thing of beauty in my mind. And one must always tip his hat when making introductions. Okay, so lastly, we got our... This is my bracket for my DRO. This is pulling us up to the bottom of the ways. This is the carriage lock. And this is threaded. And the idea is this is going to go through here and it's going to pull up on this. Now, I have sawed all these swirl kerfs. I've sawed them all a bit deeper because I had to, the amount of force I had to use to lock that carriage was insane. And so we just need these 4 cap head screws applied. Tightened, and that is, I think it is 3/8, because that is the SK tool socket piece that I'm missing, that I needed to tighten up the headstock. I don't think that originally called for a washer there. I'm going to clean that tapped hole out a bit before I go there. Yeah, I should have done that already. So that's it for that. I need to do some, I broke my wire on my DRO, if you want to call it that, electronic scale. I shouldn't belittle it. It does what it says it's supposed to do, and it did it well. I just was careless and let the wire become severed. Okay, I'll nip all those down, get those threads chased, and okay, guys, that's another episode of putting the Pratt Whitney back together. It's 25 parts, my God. I really struggled with the retaining the hold down blocks for the front of that carriage. But we got her done. And I got a couple new subscribers I want to mention. Bondi, Eric Ockley, Jeff Britton, Graham Payne, and Rich 1965. And I think I've mentioned 3 of those already. But guys, it really excites me to be able to mention new names, new subscribers. You know, your curiosity gets you looking through such things as your analytics, and you know, who cares? But part of me obviously does, and just a very small percentage. Actually, it's grown a bit, but a very small percentage of the viewers are subscribed. I would say the first time I looked at it, a year ago or so, I used to watch that kind of regularly, and it was always 25, 30, 40%, maybe 40% subscribed people watching. And lately, the last time I looked, I think it was getting pretty even. But you know, help me get to 1,000, give me some more options as far as what I can do with YouTube. And no, it's, you know, it's exciting to grow a bit, you know. It's not the reason for the channel.